All right, hey, what's going on, guys? How do you do? It's your boy Gray here. Welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. Finally, today we're gonna get to the 22,000 subscriber. Which, by the way, thank you so much for the incredible support. 22% of the way there, you guys. We're talking about reaching that 100,000 subscriber milestone. 22% of the way. Thank you so much. Today we're gonna get to the 22,000 subscriber Q&A video. It's got some really great questions for me, and we're gonna get to a few of them today here. I'm gonna tell you right off the bat, guys, I'm not gonna answer every single question. A lot of them were a bit repetitive, and also some of them were questions that I've been answered before. So if anything, you want to go back to some of the previous Q&A videos that we've done, feel free to head back over there. But yeah, let's get into some of these questions here. If you are brand new, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, drop a like on today's video, click on that thumbs up for me, and let's get into this. Here we go. All right, so let's start things off here with my brother Bassmanian Devil. And by the way, guys, I hope you enjoyed the gameplay in the background while we do this Q&A here. It's just some Modern Warfare gameplay here, but Bassmanian Devil, shout out to my man Bass. Hashtag #AskGray. Looking back at your content creating career, I'm flattered you think that this is something that can be called a career right now. I appreciate that. What is one thing you would go back and do differently if given the opportunity? Great question, by the way, Bass. The only thing that I would change or do differently is start when I was much younger. I started my YouTube channel when I was 28 years old, I think, when I was like 28 or 27. And if I would have known that this would have become such a passion of mine to create content, to live stream, if I would have known that this would have been a feasible career for me, I honest to God, man, I would have done this much younger. And if I could go back, I would tell my younger self to put music to the side and to focus on creating content and doing this YouTube stuff. So yeah, that's the one thing, man. If I would have started, even if I would have started when I was like 23 or something, 24, we would be so much more farther down the road right now. But you know what? This is life, man. It is what it is. And yeah, so, but the one thing I would do is just go back. All right, next question here is from CSN City Girl. City, as always, rocking in with a great video. And here's my question, hashtag #AskGray. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Great question, City Girl. Thank you for the question. I guess in 5 years, I mean, there's certain things that I would hope happen in 5 years. I would hope that I'm at least closing in on 1 million subscribers in 5 years. I mean, we'll see. In 5 years from now, closing in on 1 million subscribers. The channel has grown, doing much better with Twitch and streaming and just creating content. Hopefully out of this tiny ass studio apartment, maybe living somewhere much nicer. Maybe even out of New York, who knows? And obviously still with Ruby, we hopefully celebrating what would be our 6-year anniversary, because we got our 1-year anniversary coming up real soon. So it would be our 6-year anniversary, maybe even kids. Who knows? Who knows, man? I don't know what life is gonna bring, but those are definitely some high hopes right there for me. Oh, and also in 5 years, I think another goal of mine would be to maybe get some more well-known sponsors on the channel. Like G Fuel would be great, maybe even Scuff. I don't know, like stuff like that. Maybe even have our own G Fuel flavor. I feel like that would be crazy. But yeah, stuff like that. All right, next up here from man Draven brother, hashtag #AskGray. What was your favorite Call of Duty game of all time, and what is your favorite Call of Duty weapon of all time? Great question, man. My favorite Call of Duty game of all time, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. In my personal opinion, that was the Call of Duty that I just had the most fun on, and that I felt was like the best experience that I ever had on a Call of Duty, Modern Warfare 3. And also, what is my favorite Call of Duty weapon of all time? I would say the TAR 21 or the MTAR. Whatever variant of the TAR you want to throw at me, the TAR has always been like one of my go-to weapons. In Modern Warfare right now, the Ram 7. I love those guns, man. Love them. All right, next question here from Dodger. Hashtag #AskGray. What's your YouTube/Twitch guilty pleasures that you watch? Lately I've been really getting into this guy. His name is Chandler's Wildlife, and he's like this he handles he's like a snake handler, and he handles a bunch of venomous reptiles and a bunch of just animals in general, but mainly like reptiles and snakes and stuff. Just watching him, dude, and learning so much about snakes and about how to tend to animals and stuff, and just the fact that he handles these animals like with his hands, and literally if one mistake, he's gone, he's dead. Been really enjoying Chandler's wildlife a lot lately in the last like couple months. I've been really enjoying his content. On Twitch, without a doubt, I don't even have to think about it, man. Dr. Disrespect, the 2-time back-to-back there. Love Dr. Disrespect, man. To me, he's just the most enjoyable, the most like best production. Just overall great stuff. And he's been playing a lot of this game called Escape Tarkov. I think that's the name of the game. And it's kind of boring to watch, so I haven't really been watching him that much, but hopefully he'll start playing the other games soon. But yeah, those two for sure right now. All right, next question here from Z_Vil. Hashtag Ask Gray. I have 2 questions. The first one, imagine if you didn't join YouTube, what would you do now? Says Z_Vil. Man, that's a good question. I don't know, man. I mean, before I started YouTube, I was working as a social media manager, social media generator for a company that was like a live streaming company. Who knows, man? Maybe if I don't know, maybe if things would have gone better, maybe I would still be there working with them. Maybe find another company, another office job, maybe work retail. I don't know, man. I mean, I have a business degree, but I never really cared too much about business. It was more just as having something that's solid and something that I can always fall back on. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like it would be something within social media, something that would be fun and easy. If I had my choice, my dream job aside from YouTube would be creating music and being a recording artist. That would be great. And the second one, working as a full-time YouTuber, is this job making enough money for you to live? Mate, he says, for you to live, mate. At the moment, yes. And this is something that's taken almost 3 years for me to be able to do this at a full-time level where I can pay rent, bills and food and go out and stuff like that. Very, very fortunate that doing YouTube, and now also we're doing Twitch as well. It's enough of an income where we're still cutting it very close, but at the moment, man, I can focus on trying to continue growing and making good content and just being the best YouTuber and content creator that I can be. So yeah, fortunately for the moment, yes. Our next question here from Lexus H4, hashtag Ask Gray. What made you start YouTube? I think I said this story over on the COD Show podcast, but honestly, man, it was just, I was struggling with Infinite Warfare. I bought Infinite Warfare, and it was like one of those moments where I was like, I'm either going to have to give this everything I got to try and get better at the game, or I'm just going to stop playing Call of Duty in general. And I ended up like YouTubing or Googling like how do you get better at Infinite Warfare or best class setups for Infinite Warfare, and I came across Swag XBL. Swag was the first YouTuber that I saw that was making video and content on Infinite Warfare, and then from Swag I saw like Dismo and Prestige and Hollowpoint and Jev and Korean, obviously, and all these guys, right? But Swag was the first one, and then I started to follow him on social media. Follow all these guys on social media, and I realized that they were doing this for a living. So the thing that really made me start doing YouTube was when I realized that this is like a job. This is actually something that is paying the bills for people, and this is actually something this is a career of theirs. So when I realized that I could play video games for a living, I made a plan. I took like 3 months. I just drew out a plan. I threw out some steps, what I wanted to do, how I wanted to accomplish, how I was going to accomplish. And just step by step, and just followed, just focus, dedication, determination, and yeah, that's basically how I started on YouTube, man. Next question here from Matthew Marsden, hashtag Gray. I'm sure that man, hashtag Ask Gray. What do you think will be the next Call of Duty, and do you think it will be good? Let me answer the second question here. Do I think it will be good? Honestly, bro, no, I don't think it's gonna be good. I hope it'll be good. I pray that it'll be good, but we've been let down for the last like 3-4 years, man. I don't know, and I don't think there's any going back from what we got with Modern Warfare. I don't think there's any going back. I hope that it will be good, and I hope it's gonna be good, but I guess we'll see. Me personally, I don't have high hopes for it, and maybe I'll be pleasantly surprised. What do I think will be the next Call of Duty? It's obvious that it's going to be a boots on the ground game. Rumors and leaks have basically said it's going to be one of two things, and maybe, and again, this isn't confirmed, so this could be wrong too. It's probably going to be something in a Vietnam War setting or the Cold War setting. Some people are saying just like Modern Warfare was a reimagine of the original Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare, it is possible that we might get a reimagine of the original Black Ops 1. So who knows? We'll see. All right, next question here from Autumn1X, hashtag Ask Gray. Who is your go-to content creator that you like to watch on YouTube? When it comes specifically to YouTube, I really enjoy, like I said, Chandler's Wildlife, FaZe Jev, I really enjoy Hollow Point, Prestige is Key. I really enjoy the IGN channel as well. And there's another channel that I recently started watching that they're pretty informative with their esports or just overall like internet stuff. They're called the esports. Oh my god, now I gotta look it up. Hang on. Called the Score Esports. So that's the name of the channel. It's called the Score Esports. So those are some of the ones that I really like to watch and enjoy watching. Next up, my man Rainbird. Shout out to my man Rainbird here. Hashtag Ask Gray. What's your preferred method of application of barbecue sauce to the upper chest area? God damn it. Anyways, next up here, my man Creative Crambo. Hashtag Ask Gray. What are some of the different jobs that you've had done in your life? Looking forward to the QA vid. If I've had your back for as long as I can remember. You're a super cool guy, and I wish you all the best in what you do. Thank you, brother. You have been such a great friend and supporter of the channel and of myself. Love you, brother. Thank you so much, man. Some of the jobs that I've had before doing YouTube, let's see, start from the beginning. My first job ever was working for my uncle as a shoe salesman in his shoe store. It was a part-time job. It was off the books. My first, I guess, official job was working at GameStop on 34th Street. It was the biggest GameStop in the world at the time. I worked there. That was my first official job. Then I worked at H&M for about 4 months. Then I worked at Madame Tussauds Wax Museum on 42nd. I worked there for about 2.5 years while I was just putting myself through college. And then after Madame Tussauds, I worked as a salesman for this company. It was like a cold call company. You would just call a bunch of numbers and try and book meetings for different companies, for like high up companies. You would just try and book meetings. I worked that job right there for about 2 months before I just couldn't take it anymore because I'm a terrible salesman. I did that one, and then after that I worked for this company called Worldcast Live / FRP-TV, which was the live streaming company and the entertainment company, for about 5 years. And then unfortunately I was let go from there. Great job, great people, just ended on a shitty basis. And then I started to do YouTube full time after that. So yeah, those have been my jobs. Next question here from my man JJ wants to know, hashtag Ask Gray. I'll go with something simple. What's your favorite color? He says. My favorite color is green. Green is my favorite color. I'm sure you guys can tell by the channel overlays and the way the channel looks with all the green and the black and all that stuff. So yeah, green. This question here from Icy Snipes. Hashtag Ask Gray. Did you ever have a wet dream about guys? Eddie, have you been? I told you that in privacy. You've been talking to Snipey? No, don't. We're not putting this in the. All right, ladies and gentlemen, and last question here from Carrie Kelly. Hashtag Ask Gray. What's your top 5 games of all time? Games that no matter how old they get, you love to play them. Let's see here. So I really, in no particular order, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, Mario Kart Double Dash on the GameCube, Pokemon Crystal version, Grand Theft Auto 5, and I would say last but not least, Tom Clancy Rainbow Six Vegas 2. No matter how old I am, I will probably always have so much love and passion and would always want to try out and play those games, man. I love those games a lot. They each hold a very special place in my heart, and I have very, very fond memories of each of those games. All right, well, that's it, folks. Thank you so much for all the questions. If your question wasn't featured, once again, it wasn't anything personal. It was just maybe it was a repetitive question or something that I had answered in the past. But thank you so much, you guys. 22,000 subscribers in the books. I think we're just about to hit 22.2. So, you know, we're slowly, little by little, we're fighting our way up, man. We're scratching and clawing our way up, and we're going to keep working. Guys, thank you so much for the love and the support. Once again, if you're brand new, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, drop a like, and more content on the way, man. I'm going to just keep trying my best to make the best content that I can for you guys. Thank you, everybody. I'm going to back out of here. Until the next one, my name is Gray. Peace.